Hi everyone, it's Miss Sam from the Levittown Public Library. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy inside. I'm sure at this time everybody is looking for some new fun and creative things to do while they're stuck at home. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to create a little tutorial just to show you how to create videos. So I'm going to be using the WeVideo platform today to create videos. You can use these if you're looking to create a presentation that you can send to your teacher for your schoolwork, or if you just want to create a fun video that you want to post to your Facebook or your YouTube account or anything like that. Like I said, I'm going to be using the platform of WeVideo today, but there are many others online that are available for free. There's iMovie or Filmora, Blender, Capwing. Those are all other video platforms that you can use online to create videos as well. I personally just chose to use WeVideo because it is something that I used in my own personal schoolwork. And so I thought, what better way than to share something with you that I've personally used before for a school project. So I'm going to take you through just a little tutorial on how to do kind of the basic steps of adding video clips, adding pictures, adding sounds, text, and all of that to create your very own video. So let's get started. Let me share my screen with you so that you'll be able to see the WeVideo platform that I am talking about. Okay, so when you first sign into your WeVideo account, you have to sign in with either an email and you make up a password. It's real easy. The very first thing it's going to bring you is to this screen. Now this screen shows you all the different memberships that you can buy. You do not need to buy any of these memberships. If you scroll down, you'll see that there is a free plan as well. The free plan is perfect for making videos for school or for your YouTube and things like that. The only restriction that it has that really affects this is how much video you can publish. You can only publish up to 5 minutes of video per month, which it says right here. Usually that should be more than plenty as far as school projects and things like that go. If you're looking to do more than that or do longer videos, you might want to look into another platform. But for what we're going to accomplish today, this should be plenty. So once you sign in, you'll normally scroll all the way down to the bottom and it'll say here, get started, and that's what you'll click on. Since I'm already signed in, I'm just going to click on, it already has my current plan, so I'm just going to click on one second. Let's go back to sharing our screen. Okay, so here we have the WeVideo. Okay, when you first log in and you've picked your free account, you're going to go up to your dashboard. Your dashboard is going to show you all of the different videos that you are currently working on and allow you to edit. Also, if you click all the way up in the right-hand corner, there is a little question mark. If you click on that, that's going to bring you to a tutorial that they have on their website as well. Here you can click Start Tutorial. You can get the guide, which is a handout that takes you through step-by-step how to create this particular video here. We're going to do a little bit of that today, but I wanted to show you a couple other things first. Also, if you scroll down, there's other videos that are specifically for different aspects of the WeVideo program. So if you're a little confused on just how to publish your video, you can find a video on that down here as well. So if you're a little confused about something that I've talked about or gone over today, this is a great way to start if you're looking for a little more information or you want to go over something one more time. But before we get into that tutorial, I just wanted to show you one thing in here. So this is a video that I've already started to work on. So I would click on Edit, which brings me back into this screen. So this is the screen that you're going to make all of your videos on. There's 4 different parts to this screen. There is your menu bar, which is this bar up top here. There is your media library, which is going to be in here. Then you have your preview screen, which is over here on the corner. And then this down here is your timeline. And your timeline is where you're really building all of your videos. Okay. Now, two things that I wanted to show you in here is if you click on this top here where it says Sam's Video 1, if you double click on it, you can name your video anything you want. So if I wanted to change this to just Sam's Video, I could do that, and then I could click OK. So that's the first thing. You can name your video, and that's helpful if you're working on multiple videos at the same time. Also, with your free account, you're going to have to upload a lot of your own media. Now, in order to do that, you're going to have to go to the My Media tab, which is in that menu bar. And then there's a little button over here called the Import button. So in order to upload my own pictures or files of music or things like that, I'm going to click Import, browse to select, and it'll bring it up to my computer programs. I can pick whatever picture I would like, or video clip or music file. You'll hit Open, and then it'll upload it into your account here. Now I'm free to use it in any of my videos that I'd like. So this comes real in handy when you're looking for free music or free video clips or free images that you can use. One thing to be very careful about when you're uploading your own media is the copyright restrictions. So I've created a little handout, which I will show you briefly here. Let me show that here, just so you get an idea of some things to be careful about when we're talking about copyright free images and things like that. So there's different things like royalty-free or Creative Commons, attribution, which means that you need to give credit to the author, but you are still free to use it in your videos. But here are some of the sites that allow you to get like free images that you don't have to worry so much about the copyright. It gives you certain things to look for. There's this site here, which allows you to upload free music. And most of those tracks, you just simply have to give attribution to the creator of the music, but you're still allowed to use it. And then this website right here gives you some free video clips that you can use in your video. So I will share this as well, this handout, but this just kind of gives you an idea of when you're looking for media to upload, where to start. Okay, so we're going to stop sharing that screen and we're going to go back to our WeVideo so we can start to build our videos here. Okay, I'm going to cut out of this and we're going to go back to the tutorial. Okay, so we can really kind of start building the tutorial that they have here. So the very first thing that we want to do is we want to start building our video. That's kind of the heart of what we're doing, our project. Okay. You'll see down here on the timeline, you have video 2, video 1, and audio 1. These are some different tracks. These are where we're going to be building our video. This one right here in the middle is going to be the main video. Okay. So first we need to put our videos in the order that we want them to be in. Now here they've already uploaded, for this tutorial, they've already uploaded a bunch of media for you to use to make it easier. This way you don't have to download each individual clip. But it's a little hard to tell, they're a little out of order. So if you're looking to sort your media, you're gonna click on this tab right here where it says Sort Media. We're gonna sort it by its name, and we're gonna go in ascending order. Now all my clips are in order. There's clip 1, clip 2, clip 3, which makes it easier for me to see which clip I need at which time. Okay, so let's start building our video. In order to take our video from our library and put it into our track, I'm going to simply click on it. I'm going to drag it down and simply place it in my timeline. Okay, and I'm going to do that for my video clip number 2 and video clip number 3. That's kind of where we'll start. Now these are all a little small. It's kind of hard to see all of the different pieces of that video clip. So I might want to make this larger, this kind of magnify it a little bit. So down here on my bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see there's a little slide button. If I slide it to make it bigger, it stretches out these clips and just makes it so now I can see each little individual second, half a second, and so on. So now, when I'm looking at my video, I can see it a lot clearer frame by frame. Now that we have our first 3 clips, we're going to check it out now here on our preview screen. So if I come up here and I hit play, I'll now see how my video looks, right? So now here's my first clip. It then goes into my second clip. They're back to back, so it goes straight from one to another and so forth. And I can hit pause to stop there. Now maybe this clip is a little longer than I needed it to be, okay? So maybe I need this first clip. I don't need all of this, you know, leading up to it. I just really want to get to the point where we start seeing the kids coming out. So I want to edit this down a little bit. Okay. So the first way to do that is I can click on it, and now it has a little border of orange. Once I have that border of orange, I can go to the side of my clip. It'll give me a little double-headed arrow there. And now if I click on it and drag it, I'm now editing it. So now my video is going to start right about there when we first see the kid. Okay. Now I've cut out all of this part at the beginning. Now, the problem that we have now is if I go to the start of my video, I now have a big blank spot there. We don't want to start our video with that. So now I have to make sure I take my clip and I move it all the way to the beginning, because now my clip will start at the beginning of my video. But now that I've moved that, I now have this big space in between my second and my first and my second clip. We want to get rid of any of those gaps, because if we don't get rid of those gaps, then when we play our video, you're going to see that blank screen, and then it's going to go into your second one. We don't want that. Okay. This, by the way, this blue thing here is called our playhead. This helps us move frame by frame, section by section in our video editing. So it makes it a little easier sometimes if you want to get a very specific spot. All right, so now I've come back over to my clips and I want to get rid of this big gap. So in order to do that, I'm going to take my arrow, I'm going to click above the track that I'm trying to edit. I'm going to pull it down and drag so that I go over the first one and I go over the second one. So now you can see they are both highlighted in blue. That means that they're ready to move together. I can pick either one. It doesn't matter which one I click on, but I'm going to right click on one of them and you're going to see it's going to pop up and it's going to say close gap. Now it's moved all of that video over, and now we don't have that space anymore. It now goes from one clip right into the second. Okay, that's just one thing to do. Now let's just say I want to make a very precise cut and I'm not exactly sure where I want to clip it, because it's kind of hard sometimes when it's in the preview video to see where. What I can do is I can add a marker, which will make it easier on my timeline to see where I'm making that cut. So in order to do that, I'm going to move my playhead to exactly the spot that I want. So I'm going to go frame by frame. And let's say I want it right where we first see that bicycle tire. Okay. Well, I know it's pretty much right about there. If I add a marker, I'm going to go to this little plus sign that's on my playhead. And now I'm going to say, okay, I want to make a cut there. I'm going to do cut, done. It now has this little orange marker on my timeline. So now I know that that's exactly where I want to cut. So now I can go back, I can click on it. I know I can go right to that spot and I can hit cut. And now it has made a cut in that video. So now I have this video and I have this video. It's cut it into that two separate pieces. Maybe I don't want this one. That's the piece I wanted to cut out. So now I can drag it up here and just drop it. It deletes it completely. Okay. And then of course we want to make sure we go back and we close all our gaps. That's another thing. That's another handy tool when you're editing your videos. Okay. So let's say, for argument's sake, that we've added all of our video clips. We have our video exactly as we want it. Next thing that we're going to want to add is we're going to want to add audio. So in order to add audio, we're going to go back up to our menu bar up here. We see our audio tab. And let's say I want to add this music, right? We do the same thing like we did for our video clips, but instead of putting it on video, we're going to put it on our audio track, audio 1. So I'm going to take my music here and I'm going to add it onto my track. Okay. Now when I play my video, you're going to hear music play with it. Now it's not at the very beginning because I didn't put my my music clip all the way at the very beginning, so it's actually going to be silent for the first couple seconds. Then the music starts. So if you want your music to start at the very beginning, make sure that you put it all the way to the edge there. This also allows you to cut it, so if you only want music playing in part of your video or the whole video, you can make those adjustments. Now, in addition to having audio, you might also want to have some sound effects. So for this, we have music that I want to play during the whole video, but it's also summertime. So maybe I want some sound effects, some sound of some insects, or maybe we want the sound of the bicycles going. In order to do that, we first would need a second audio track. So I've already added one here, but I'm going to show you how to do that just because normally it will only show up with one audio track first. So you're going to go to this little plus sign. You're going to click on it, and you want to add an audio track. You can also add another video track if you want, and that'll just allow you to layer things even more. And you're going to click Add Track. Now, when I scroll down, I have a bunch of different audio tracks. Okay. So now that I have a second audio track, I can go to my sound effects, which is also under that audio tab, and say I want the sound of those insects. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that in my second audio track. Now those sounds will play at the same time. So we'll hear the music and we'll also hear the sound effects. Okay. So let's play that so you can hear kind of what that sounds like. Okay, so now you're hearing both. The only problem is they're both really loud. I might want to hear the sound effects a little bit louder than I hear the music. If they're playing at the same time, sometimes you can't hear really either one very well. So in order to change that, each audio track has this little slide bar next to it, and that's going to give us our audio mix. So maybe I want the music to play a little bit on the lower side, and I want my sound effects to play on the louder side. So now when we play them, the sound effects a lot louder than you hear the music. And you can play around with those levels, and you can do, sound effects are really loud in a certain spot, or if you want them more as background noise, you can add those too. And that's what these slider bars are for. Okay. All right, so that's our audio. So now we have our audio, we have our video, and now we just kind of want to maybe clean up our video a little bit, make it add a couple little professional touches. So the first thing I might want to add is I might want to add a transition. So instead of my video just starting with the video, I might want to add a little transition so that it kind of fades into the beginning of the video clip. So if I go up to my menu bar again and I pick on transitions, here are some examples. If I click on them, you can see this one's a crossfade. This one kind of is a dissolve effect. This one's more of a mosaic effect. So you can pick which one you like. I'm going to use my cross dissolve at the beginning. Now these transitions are the only thing that you're actually going to lay on top of a video clip, because then that's going to transition into that video clip. So now we can see at the beginning of it kind of fades into that. Okay, and because of that, we might want to start our music right when the video actually starts. Okay, so I'll give a crossfade into it. Okay. Another thing we might want to do to clean it up is to add a transition at the end. So maybe at the end of my video, oops. Just close these gaps. We want to just cut this music here. Get rid of all that extra. We don't need any of that extra. Cut this here too. And we can just get rid of that. Okay. Now we've cleaned up the end of our video a little bit. But maybe now at the very end, I want to add another transition. And then maybe I want to add a title card at the end that says, you know, the end and who this video was by. So in order to do that, we're going to go back up to our menu bar. We're going to go to text. And we're going to go to the static ones because those are included in the free tab. So I'm going to do the exact same thing as that I did with my video clips. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to drag it to the end here. Let's say I only want it to go for a couple seconds afterwards. Get rid of that. But now I have this text that I can add on the end. So I'm going to double click it and it'll bring up this screen. Now on this screen, I can type whatever I want it to say. Maybe I want to say the end by Miss Sam. And here you can change what the font you use. You can change if you want it bold, italic, or underlined. You can change the color if you go here. You can change how the text is arranged. You can make it bigger or smaller. You can use these slides to make it bigger or smaller. All these different things that you can do. You can also go up to the preview screen here. Let's say I want it just kind of on the bottom here in the corner. I can move this box and then that is where the text will show up. And then you just make sure that you click Save Changes and then now that's what you'll see at the end, okay? So now we can kind of go back and we can preview. It ends our video, goes into our transition, and then goes into our title card at the end. Okay, so maybe I want some text to be shown on my video while my video is going on. That we can also do. And that's where this video 2 track kind of comes into play. So let's just say I take my sample text again. Let's just say I don't need it this big. I just want it during a short spot. I'm going to cut it, get rid of that extra piece. Say we just want this little piece here. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing that I did here. Let's say I say, let's go for a bike ride. Okay. And I save the changes. Now you can see it is the text is layered over my video. So my video clip is playing and now you can see my text within that video. Again, here I can move this box if I want it on the bottom so that you can't see it. Maybe I want to change that color because it's a little too light and it's kind of hard to see on my video. So maybe I want to change it to black, make it a little easier to see. Again, change your, make sure you hit Save Changes so that you see it. So now our text is over our video. Okay, so just to kind of give you a preview. And then that's how that goes. Okay. Now let's say I have all of my text in there, my transitions. I like how all my video clips are, all my audio, and I think my video is perfect. I'm done editing it and I'm ready to share it. Okay. When you're all finished, what you're going to do next is you're going to go all the way up into this right-hand corner. You're going to see a blue finish button. You're going to click on that blue finish button. Okay, I currently am out of publishing time because I've already published a couple of videos, but that's okay. You're going to click on that finish button, and then it's going to allow you to choose how you want to publish your video. So I've already done 5 minutes worth, so that's why it's not letting me do it right now. But when you click on that, you will give you an option to drop it into your Dropbox. You could also put it onto your Google Drive if you have a Google Drive. You can also just publish it within WeVideo and then it'll send you an email with a link or something like that. If you want to send it to your teacher, you can do that through a link as well. So once you're done, you're going to click Finish and you're going to click Publish. And then once you're done with that, it'll take a little time for that to happen. Some videos take longer than others. But once you're done, you'll get an email to your account that says your video has been published. And now you can go back into WeVideo and you can go to this tab where it says export. Now here are my videos that I've published. So now when I click on it, I can choose if I want to change the privacy. Maybe I want to open it up so that my classmates can view it, or if I want to leave it so only certain people with a link can see it. I can download it to my computer. I can delete this video. I can change what picture comes up when it's shown. I can edit the name and description and do all those type of things. But here is where your videos will be found. Okay. All right. I think that is the basic tutorial on how to use WeVideo. I hope all of you have a very fun time being creative and creating your videos. If you at all have any questions or you get confused on something, you can always go to the Levittown Public Library website, and there's a chat button that you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner, and a teen librarian is always available between the hours of 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. if you have any questions whatsoever. You can always reach us there. If you want to share some videos with us that you've made, we'd love to see them. You can send them to social media at levittownpl.org. We'd also love to see whatever you're creating. So have a wonderful day and happy creating, everyone.